What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this very general video here. We're going to be covering quite a lot of topics. I've racked my brain trying to figure out just exactly what video to do for you lovely people, but really there has been way too much news, and we've just had some very big breaking news here for the MCU. And well, the big news here is the fact that, well, James Gunn has been fired. That is huge. James Gunn, who made the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, contributed towards Infinity War, made a fledgling comic, a very niche comic, one which I never really predicted to ever become a Marvel movie. Well, the creator of that has now been fired. He's been fired due to some tweets were uncovered, covering topics such as paedophilia and rape, and while these were very edgy jokes, they were quite clearly, I can't even get my words out, I'm that shocked. They were quite clearly jokes here, and well, it's very odd that, well, he decided to make these jokes so public, especially on Twitter, but these were years and years ago when he, well, was nowhere near the family-friendly House of Mouse Disney, but he was very trusted here with the MCU. Many of us expected him to introduce some more franchises and possibly become the shepherd of, or the kind of Russo brothers of the MCU in the future, much as they worked on Winter Soldier and Civil War. They then took on the Avengers kind of title, but James Gunn, I expected again, would have that same privilege. But here, he has been fired for these jokes, at least. I mean, I personally don't find them offensive. They're kind of very edgy humour. He's defended these as being, well, quite clearly jokes, and when he was early in his career. And, well, I guess this just doesn't fly. And these kind of jokes, I guess the House of Mouse themselves have just said that, you know, we cannot have these getting out there. They were featured on Fox News, and you must be wondering, why have these been dug up so much later after this? Well, he's a very outspoken kind of person when it comes to Donald Trump. He really hates Donald Trump. He really despises Donald Trump. A lot of people do out there. And he's been a victim of the alt-right, or I guess you could call it people who want to have him or show that he's not really that good himself, I guess. But it's gutting that he has been fired, because I had high hopes for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I mean, I believe it was very heavily into pre-production. But at the moment, now we have a blank slate. We now have a new director, and who could come and heed the call of Guardians of the Galaxy? Now, I expect they possibly will tend to go towards a known hand in the MCU, much as Disney handed Solo over to Ron Howard, who was very much a safe pair of hands. I expect that to happen here. I expect a safe pair of hands will be handed to this as well. Now, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring here. I know I'm going to make a prediction, and my prediction is that Taika Waititi will take over the role. Thor Ragnarok was very Guardians of the Galaxy. It was lauded for actually being a lot more like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and actually, you know, being a decent film as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to predict him. I think they're going to go with a safe pair of hands. They're going to give him the role, and it will fit in quite well. But I'm sorry, James Gunn. It's just, your past comes back to haunt you, my friend. Now, this is a next up in my... Well, there's way too much going on at San Diego Comic-Con to just do a video on each topic. I just don't have the time. But there's couple of leaks which have been coming out, which is very interesting. And we have an idea of just who, or what is happening with Killer Frost. Now, Todd Helbing has said that we will actually be getting Killer Frost. We'll be getting and learning how she became to be Killer Frost. Now, there have been some leaks stating that the season's villain, Cicada, will be a very popular politician who is against metahumans, and he will be named Thomas. Thomas being the person who is from Caitlin Snow's past. Now, if we put 2 and 2 together, I definitely think that her father is going to be this Thomas person. I said that from the start. Now the question is, what is going on? Because apparently Cicada is going to be a metahuman, and he hates metahumans. Perhaps this could come from a past where his daughter, Caitlin, was a metahuman, perhaps caused some damage or had some accidents and things like that, maybe damaged a sibling or whatever, and she's completely in the trauma, forgotten about it. Her father, using his influence, has possibly got her to forget and had her metagene subdued in some way. And, well, I think that'd be quite interesting, and we'll learn more of that. So we've got the metahuman who hates metahumans, who's campaigning against metahumans, and then we've got Caitlin Snow as well, going on that trajectory. Those two, they're going to fit in very, very well. But another thing on the Arrowverse is quite curious here, is the fact that we've had a trailer for the upcoming Arrowverse, kind of a stinger, teasing the return, or the debut of Batwoman, Kate Kane, our first LGBT character, or kind of, I wouldn't say first, a lot of people saying it's the first character, but I would say that she's the first kind of major front and center character, because she's getting her own TV show. So what is curious here is the fact that Black Lightning is in this. We know that Legends of Tomorrow is not involved at all. Black Lightning has had a very close connection with Batman. So while they've said that Black Lightning will never be involved with the Arrowverse, or it's not going to be, well, it's kind of weird, because in this trailer we see everything that was going on, and we have all of the shows, Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, all kind of melded together with Black Lightning, and then we tease the next one, which is Batwoman. But Legends of Tomorrow is not in this, and the tweets are saying that, well, there's no place like home. They're mentioning Freeland, which is, of course, Black Lightning and things like that. So they mentioned Gotham, so that does fit in well. So I expect that to be part of that. Now, 2 more bits as well from San Diego Comic-Con. We have got a new crossover from Tom King featuring Sanctuary. This is going to be Heroes in Crisis, where someone has gone to the hero retreat, where it's set up by Wonder Woman, Superman and Batman to kind of, I would say, rehabilitate characters and superheroes where they have had a lot of trauma. Now, 12 heroes will die in this, and we've got Crisis. It's a spiritual successor to Crisis, and will be a sort of a pseudo-sequel to Tom King's Mr. Miracle. So, we possibly will also see the death of a Flash. Tom King has confirmed that a Flash will die. Now, we do have Wally West, the other Wally West, Barry Allen, and now Bart Allen. One of these will die. I expect it will possibly be the New 52 introduction version of Wally West, because I can't see Barry, Wally, kind of the OG Wally, or Bart Allen dying. I don't want Barry Allen to die. He can't. He's just too good. It just would not fit. But one of them possibly might die. I expect they might do a big thing here with this Heroes in Crisis. And lastly, we've got Doctor Who. We've had the trailer come out. It's very, very much, while this does look like a TARDIS t-shirt, it's Atari. But a TARDIS? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But the show is having somewhat of a reboot. From the trailer, we do get the hint that we're getting new villains, new locations, and I expect we possibly won't ever actually see Cybermen or Daleks this season. I'm going to predict we won't see them. We might see them in the Christmas special, but we've got new sidekicks, companions, and they're doing a whole new story. And Chris Chibnall has said that this is the perfect jumping on point for anyone. So if you're interested in Doctor Who, then pick up with this season with Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor, because she looks amazing. Everything I've seen so far, very, very briefly, she looks amazing. So brand new jumping on point, definitely here, and possibly no Daleks, Cybermen, or, well, anything else. I was talking last night, the only 2 I want to have to return are the Sontarans and the Weeping Angels. But hopefully we do, but I expect a full-on reboot coming, much like we did have in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe. Let me know if you like these kind of short or kind of multi-topic SDCC videos, and I'll do more over the weekend. But I'll see you soon, and goodbye.